Today we are going to be looking at Cyac. Cyac is finally out. We've got all the comments. It's not out, but we know all the comments, and this set is going to be incredibly interesting because one, the amount of things that the next OTS could bring us to shake up the meta has increased by 30-fold, right? Like any of the what was it called? If we get Aratama as an OTS common, then Sakitama becomes an insane engine for every single rank 4 deck. Lunalight will play this if we get Aratama. Any of the other rank 4 decks like Scrap will play this. The deck is it's just insane. But without further ado, let's just do the card by card of the entire set. Firewall Phantom is pretty interesting. It could be used in some Cybers decks. I like that it just searches Disruption, which is not something that the Cybers deck can do very well. But honestly, it's helping a deck that is not tiered, and I don't think this is going to be the thing that makes them tiered. Silent Circuit, you can target a Firewall Link monster. We do not have any of those. Cyber Sage, you can Ritual summon this card with Silent Ritual. And then you can use Sage once per turn. During your main phase, you can fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials from your field of grave, including Cybers. And if this card is sent to grave as a synchro material, you can target a Cybers or ritual spell in your grave, add it to your hand. This will probably not do anything. We did get the new Cybers fusion monster, but the only time this will do something is maybe if it's in the fusion variant of Salamangrate, which is not where you want to be placed if your deck's going to be good. Sakitama won't do much right now, but if we get Aratama in the OTS, which is a pretty likely prediction, then this card will be absolutely insane. I'm not going to say anything about it right now because I can make 7 million videos off of this later. Hopefully I don't, if we get Aratama, I don't have to go 30 days without uploading again. Next up, the most interesting deck of this, we have Super Heavy Samurai Soul Giga Booster, Super Heavy Samurai Motorbike, Super Heavy Samurai Stealthy, and Super Heavy Samurai Monk Big Benkei. Now, these 4 cards are all insane for Super Heavy Samurai, obviously, and we're also likely, because they're all Earth, we can use them in Earth Machine. We can use them with, we can put Vernalizers in the deck, the Vernisylphs, rather. I think Super Heavy Samurai is going to come out of this the best because it got a bunch of new support. We already have most of Super Heavy Samurai already. I'm pretty sure we have... Let me just look here. I can't spell heavy. Super Heavy Samurai. We already have Big Waraji. We have Soul Piercer. Do we have Wagon? We have Wagon. We have the Giga Gloves, I think probably we play that. We have Battle Ball, we have Trumpeter, we have Soul Horns and Soul Beads. We don't have Soul Peacemaker, but maybe it gets reprinted, which I would love. We unfortunately do not have the new Synchros. We didn't get any of those, but we have Susanoo, Shuten Doji, and Musashi. We have the Link one already. We already have Scarecrow, which means Super Heavy Samurai is going to end up being a pretty strong deck at worst and one of the best decks. I mean, in best case scenario, it becomes a tier 1 deck. The only thing from the old stuff we're lacking is Flutist, which I don't know if they even play. We obviously didn't get Wakasu, this thing, and we got literally everything else. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what Super Heavy Samurai is going to turn into as a deck. Dynamorphia Intact, we do not have a Dynamorphia stuff. Mikanko, we do not have the Mikanko stuff. Reinforce, we don't have the Rescue A stuff. Both of the Pearly cards, we don't have any of the Pearly stuff. Gungan Suship, Chef's Choice, this is a very interesting one. I don't really know... Okay, I don't think this is going to make Suship, go up a tier, but I think it makes their already existing cards just way better. I don't know if searching is what the... I don't know if extra consistency is what the deck needs necessarily, but it's a good card to have for sure. It's a spell that you can search off Shirao that it's not garbage. Next, the Dream Mirrors, or not the Dream, the Nemorelia stuff. We have the Tower, both of the defenders, and Sweet Dreams. We don't have Nemorelia herself, which, sucks. But we do have like these guys are just can also just be like big guys you can play in like regular pendulum strategies, because if you have a face up pendulum monster in the extra, summon this from hand for free. You can only summon it once per turn, and then it gets their good effects if they have Dreaming Nemorelia. But they're still like just good in a pendulum deck, which is nice. And then Sleeping Beauty can banish 2 cards, add 2 level 10 beasts, different names. You can absolutely just play this as an engine in pendulum. You can just say activate tower, banish cards from your extra, search both of these guys, and then you can summon 2 like just big guys, which is good. And then Sweet Dreams Nemorelia, you can search just one of the dream. You can search a Nemorelia monster, so you can search one of these. And then if you have a face of Dream Nemorelia, blah 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 blah. Well, the rest of the cards don't. The rest of the text doesn't matter, but you can just play this in Pendulum and it's decent, which is good. They're not Earths. Okay, well, either way, it's just a good thing to have in case of Pendulum. You can't summon from the extra deck the turn you do this, but like that's probably fine. You can like do this after. They're literally free special summons, so you can just do this after you wait. That's not how that works. Hold on. What pendulum strategy can you play this in? Can you play? You can't summon from the extra, so you get 3 big beaters. Or 2 rather, kind of for free. I think. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not sure what this would get played in, but I don't think that restriction does enough to stop this. Yeah. I'm curious what this will see success in, because now I'm actually not sure. And then Sweet Dreams is just, search one of these 2. It's worse than this, but better than nothing. New Kashtira card. We can't play it because we don't have any of the Kashtira Xyzas. Double hooking. You can pitch 1 and then target 2 monsters in the grave, special summon them. I don't know what this will be good in, but this is probably going to be decent in something. I think something this could be good in is like Goki, maybe. This could be good in probably not Lunalite, probably not Predaplant, probably not Ninja, probably not Trap Tricks. That's tier 1. Yeah, no. I don't really I see this being potentially good in a deck like maybe maybe Super Heavy Samurai. I can see this being decent in that because you can just revive the bigger like Super Heavy Samurai guys that provide like interaction on their own. But yeah, no. It could be good in like Sprite. I can see it being good in Sprite because you can revive your negates and they don't necessarily work again, but they give you extra 2s, which you need in that deck. I can see it being good in something like that. Trap Track. You target a monster you control, destroy it, set a normal trap from the deck, except Trap Trick. It's going to be really good in Unchained Metal Foes. It might be good. It's going to be good in variants like that. It's also going to be good in just decks that need extra like power to search their trap cards. So something like Resonator that I showed you will definitely play this because they need to get their hands on Red Rain. So anything that needs a trap for consistency, will probably play this. Full active Duprex. I've never read this card in my entire life. This card is unplayable. Next, Bunny Instructor Ear. Instruct Ear, really? It's a bunny ears counter. Quick effect, target a monster with a bunny ears. This card sucks. Fusion Reproduction. Target a polymerization normal or quick play spell, or 1 fusion normal or quick play spell in either grave. Banish it. Apply the spell's effect. That's not bad. I can see it being decent in like some fusion decks, maybe like Predaplant. This could be okay in because you can target like Super Poly and Grave and then just use it on the opponent's turn. But I don't see it being like insane. Probably just replaces another like generic traps for them. Yeah. Sword Soul Blazing of Awakening, or Sword Soul of Blazing Awakening. If you control a single monster, target card on either on the field or in either grave, banish it. And then if your opponent controls a extra deck monster, basically, you can banish a synchro monster from grave, add it to your hand. This will be crazy in a lot of synchro decks. FA might play this, Resonator might play this, stuff like that. The Resonator list actually changes a lot, I'm noticing. But either way, I think this is a strong card, and I think you'll see a lot of versatility in a lot of synchro decks. Super Heavy Samurai might play this. World of Boundless Consciousness. If you control a Vicious Stroud, just absolutely not worth reading. Manadome Break card. None of the Manadome cards do anything because we didn't get any of the Manadome monsters. Fallen of Argyros. I thought this card was a lot better than it is. I read it. I was like, yo, new Sprite Gishki support. It's over. We won. This card sucks. You can detach Xyz materials on a monster, and you can you can not activate link effects that point to the card. This card blows. It's just a 2 extender that's not good enough. Kitsune, this card sucks. Don't read it. It's just if your opponent is playing fire, you get a free 3 extender. First purchase of the year. Excavate the top 5. Choose one card. Declare a multiple of 100. Your opponent can gain that much life. If you do, you lose that much life. If you do, add the chosen card to your hand. Also, place the rest on top of the deck. So your opponent gets to choose if you take the card. Terrible. Branded Etude. I don't know how to say that card. It's probably like French or some shit. During either player's turn, you can immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon monsters you controlled, including a dragon monster. You can only use the effect of Branded Dude once per turn. We control a bestial. Any monster your opponent sends to the grave because they tribute it for a ritual summon or uses material for fusion, link, or synchro summon is banished instead. This card's okay. It might like do like something for the bestial chaos deck and make it like better than Branded, or like maybe for like the bestial deck it makes it like you can side it against a Predaplant. I'm really stretching for this one, guys. I'm sorry. This card's not good enough. Blazing a Branded King. Choose a fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz and negate the effects of all other cards currently on the field until the end of the turn. During the end phase, if a fusion monster was sent to your grave this turn, you can add this card from grave to hand. Yeah, no, this card's great. I don't know if we have a way to search Branded spell traps, but if we do, this is definitely a good enough payoff. So, I guess let's figure that out. Both the Gold Pride cards, we do not have access to Gold Pride cards. Don't have access to any of the Soulful Chords. Don't have access to any of the Amazements. Next up, on the extra deck, 1 Cyberse to Sabeworm. The fusion materials are 1 Cyberse, Ritual Fusion Xyz, Link Monster, and a Cyberse Monster. During the main phase, you can get an extra normal, and then you can make this card level become that level. Become the level of the monster you summoned. When the opponent activates a spell trap, while you control Link 4 higher Cyberse monster, you can banish this card from field to grave, negate the activation. This card could be good. I'm not sure. I don't think this is going to save Cyberse. We don't have any dual avatar stuff. The new Virtual World card is actually kind of interesting. It's a negate attached to a rank 9, which we already had. But if somehow we can make it with 4 materials, it's also a towers. No, actually, this is pretty awful. Yeah, no, this sucks. Oh, no, this is actually based on Virtual World Gate. I thought it was of materials. Yeah, no, this card just kind of blows. No, sorry. yeah, this card sucks. But, otherwise, it's a negate. So maybe if your deck can't make hype, if you're like Earth locked and you need to make a level 9 Xyz monster, you could do this. All right. I'm going to end it here. I think the decks that are going to benefit from most from this are going to be Super Heavy Samurai, obviously. And I think that there are probably going to be some new Cybers brews with all the new Cyber stuff we got. There's no way there's not something here. And then I also think that if we have a branded spell trap searcher, that's going to be good enough. There might be an engine with the Nemorelia stuff. Trap Track is going to be great in decks that are already pretty decent. Double hooking could work in certain decks as well. And Sword Soul of Blazing Awakening is going to be great in any deck that can make Synchro Monsters consistently. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.